Alright, what's going on everyone? It's Green Zero here bringing you another VOD today. We got another game for you today. I know I haven't made a game in like over a week or whatever here, but we've got one right for you now. Anyway, just a quick word on GameReplayers.org. Apparently they have a CNC Staff of the Month now, and they thought they'd award that to me, so well done to me. Thank you for all the support, everyone. But again, I do this because I love playing the game and love casting and doing all that stuff. I don't need recognition, but it is nice to have that on the side there. As long as I get a few hundred hits on my YouTube videos, that's fine. The community is pretty tight-knit, so we're all friends there. Again, it took me 9 months to accumulate 100 subscribers. That's right, I've got 100 subscribers on YouTube now, which is like insignificant. All the StarCraft 2 guys are like, ha, I get 100 subscribers every hour. And obviously because their game is amazingly popular and ours isn't, but I'm pretty much the only guy left doing this. So anyway, I'll stop talking smack about that. Yeah, got CNC Staff of the Month, that's pretty cool. Vivo let me know that, and apparently I get a free EA game, so free EA game, yeah, could use another paperweight. Anyway, let's jump in and stop talking smack. Because we got two guys here, we've actually got three guys. We've got Eclipse observing this game between WorstMate4Ever and, oh man, what is that? Unbeatable, I think it's supposed to be something like that. Anyway, that's going to be Unleashed because he's got like 1,000 different Smurf accounts. Tuma is obviously on the left hand side here. WorstMate4Ever is Tuma's Smurf, and he's going to be on the left hand side here. I've already said that twice. He's Nod. Let's have a look at the Traveller 59 player in Unleashed. He's pretty deadly as Traveller 59. He's probably the scariest. It's probably the scariest faction he can play because he's got insane Prodigy Micro and he just does all sorts of weird stuff that you just can never see coming. He looks like he's going to go for the bottom spikes because he's training 3 engineers now. You can see another engineer is going to come out of there. Or assimilators if you want to be politically correct or whatever it is. The good thing about the screen guys is if they stop moving they can stealth, so even if you lose your buzzer swarms you can just stop moving your engineers and they'll stealth and the other guys won't see them. If you do happen to catch one of the assimilators, if you see them stop moving and stealth in an area, if you run your infantry up they'll automatically reveal them because infantry can reveal stealth when they're standing right next to it, so that's something to look out for. Anyway, Tuma's got dual militant squads, triple militant squads. He's got a squad up there as well. He wants to take out any buzzer swarms. It's critical when you play Scrin that you spread your militant squads out somewhat because, yeah, you don't want to get overwhelmed by the buzzers there. Spread them out. It's always good to do. Tuma has one squad down here, but I'm not sure if he's intentionally leaving them there because he knows he can't really take the spikes. If there is buzzers, he's actually got a squad here. He sent a lot of scouts, didn't he? A lot of scouts. These guys are going to get dominated. Oh man, here they come. They're going to fire. They're just, oh man, look at that. They're actually shooting at several different. They actually started shooting at 2 different squads at once. I didn't think that was possible actually for one infantry squad to be shooting at 2 different targets at the same time. Regardless, he's going to get 2 scouts into Unleashed space. He's going to see that there's nothing there. He has actually scouted these disintegrators though, because that squad did go down, but the fog is probably only just starting to cover back up now, but he's definitely going to see those guys. What's he doing? He's going for a flame tank, I think, flame opening, and this is going to be critical because those disintegrator squads are just going to get barbecued alive by that flame tank, and here it comes. Oh man, he even sells off, so just one flame tank. I'm surprised he didn't build a Reckoner as well. It's usually pretty common to build a Reckoner, and that flame tank is going to go down here. He has got a no, he doesn't have a shredder turret queue, so if they flank around, that's going to be problems, and Tuma is losing scouts unnecessarily probably. He has moved to that spike there. Ooh, scouts going down there. Looks like Unleashed does have both the bottom spikes. Buzzers into his base. I don't think that flame tank got any of those guys. Look at that, they moved around. They're actually down here as well. They split up, so none of the disintegrators went down to the flame tank. The flame tank is going to make its way down to the bottom. Obviously, Unleashed knows it's coming, so he's probably not going to throw it at his base because there are Seeker tanks there, but the flame tank can definitely get down here and probably destroy both the spikes before the Seeker tank. So the Seeker tanks are actually putting. Oh no, where did this come from? Oh, I did not see that. He's got a flame tank in his base. Oh, he must have built 2. Oh, Green Zero, you're so slow, man. What's going on today? And he actually leveled that. That's his refinery. He's gone. He's got a refinery. Oh man, Unleashed. He's trying to build one now, but his spikes, which are his only source of income at the moment, are going down. He's down to 2 spikes now. He has destroyed that spike. He didn't get any harvesters. Obviously, they're stealth, and there's a Black Hand squad just standing by waiting for those guys. And oh, there's disintegrators. No, wait, they're friendly disintegrators. What am I talking about? And there you go. He's got his economy back up. But that flame tank there, oh, a little bit delayed. He could have burned that spike down by now, but he's going to get it anyway. There's no way these Seeker tanks can save that spike. I don't think it's going to be able to destroy that. There we go. It even ranks up, giving it more firepower. I think the flame tank is going to go down. He may try and just flame out these guys. He's going to use the building as cover. I'm not sure if that was intended or what, but the flame unit does quite a bit of damage to these Seeker tanks. He may get a Seeker tank. He needs to keep firing. Oh, but he didn't. He probably could have finished that one off, and maybe the second one there. So interesting opening here. Obviously Unleash pushing out some kind of weird maneuver there, and obviously Tuma going for a flame opening. He's actually gone straight back to flame opening. You can see he's got shredder turrets out here. He's obviously been trying to counter wherever those disintegrators went, but I don't think he lost those disintegrators. No, we can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 squads there. One squad has taken a little bit of a chunk of damage there, or a lot of chunk of damage, and they're moving out to the top of the map now. So Unleashed is definitely behind. There's a flame tank moving up the top there. There's Black Hand. There's another flame tank. He's pushing these flame tanks like all hell, isn't he? And this is a good strategy here because he doesn't want to just play generic now. He wants to really push Unleash when he's down, and oh, now this flame tank is coming. It's going to clean up all those disintegrator squads. Oh, Unleash is not going to be happy about that, considering he could have outrun that flame tank if he was paying attention, but obviously not. He's lost all types of map control. He's actually got buzzers there if that flame tank notices. He's looking at it. He's like, oh, nah, I'll just leave them there. There's another flame tank. Oh, geez, he's flame tank spamming. Oh, man, this is going to be critical. That flame tank, obviously Unleashed doesn't know about it, and he's going to go up there and destroy that. That one is down, but he is under some serious pressure right now. He's got a barracks, and he's going for more disintegrators. Not going to be very good against those flame tanks. He's going for a Seeker spam, though. Maybe Tuma might have to start switching up. Here comes another flame tank right down the guts. I'm not sure where that's going to go. He could use the buildings as cover, but no. Oh, God, that ended up bad. He actually did manage to kill some disintegrators. Well, quite a lot of disintegrators there with that flame. So that was lucky. Maybe just paid for itself. Maybe just paid for itself. And this better be a war factory by Tuma or a barracks, because if those Seeker tanks decide to go down the guts, and they're coming down the guts right now. Oh no, Tuma, your expansion is wide open. What's going on down here? There is flame units. Oh, the drone platform is being attacked. The spike there is being attacked. There's another flame tank in the base, and this one is coming up from there. Oh man, he's got flame tanks everywhere. There's a Seeker tank in his base. Not going to do much. These Seeker tanks are being pulled back. There's stealth harvesters going walkabouts up there. That one flame tank there just gets cleaned up. Tuma has built about 7 or 8 flame tanks in this game, and now he's switching to Scorpion tanks here, but he's losing the fight there. He's getting out some rockets as well. I don't know where those stealth harvesters are going. They're coming back down now. That's good control by Tuma. Usually he's a little bit all over the place when things start getting hot, but he seems to be controlling pretty well. Unleashed, on the other hand, there's no need to question his control. He can pretty much play Traveler better than any other player. And yes, that is up for a debate, but at the moment, he's doing a pretty good job. Pretty intense match here. Oh man, it is anything but normal. And it looks like that Seeker tank there trying to run back to base, but it's not going to get there. And Tuma has held on. I don't think he lost any harvesters. His harvesting operation is still up pretty good. He has obviously transitioned some harvesters to the middle field. Maybe all the spikes. Notice that every single spike is down. There's actually a Black Hand squad there. They need to shoot at those buzzers before they get cleaned up. Oh man, even the buzzers have a hard time killing the Black Hand. Look at that. They're just so resilient, those guys there. Seeker's moving around the top. I don't think they're a very good match, though, for this Rocket Scorp combo. That is not going to work in his favor. He's just going to try to run around. Ooh, doesn't look like Tuma is really paying attention there. He's going to let those guys slip through. He should do something about that. He's got another ref up. He's going to clean those guys up there. That Black Hand squad obviously may have gone down. I think it's definitely disappeared somewhere. Buzzer Swarm up there, Buzzer Hive up there, not sure what it's doing. He has cleaned up those Seeker tanks, but those guys here have flanked around, and this is what I was talking about. But Tuma is pulling those harvesters back. That's nice. Those disintegrators are running through the shredder towers. That's not good. Looks like they're going to attack now, and Tuma is coming in, fighting in the tib field here, but he saved his harvesters. He might want to get them back to work because he's just about to push these guys out of the field. That's good. Those Scorpion tanks shooting there, and there's another flame tank. Oh man, flame tanks. So many flame tanks. And he's doing a pretty good job. He's setting them in every single direction he can possibly think of and getting into every angle of Unleashed space. That's not good though. Those Seeker tanks there milking those Scorpion tanks out of the war factory. They may be able to hold on. That Scorpion tank very lucky getting enough repairs to stay alive. What's happening down here? There's a flame tank down there already. Oh man, it got all the way across the map. Oh, he needs to flame out those disintegrators. Oh, shoot the disintegrators. No. Oh, there's another one right behind it though, and that one is definitely going to get some disintegrators. If it decides to shoot, it did not get very much at all though, and Unleashed gets lucky there. What's happening over here? Those Seeker tanks are all getting crumbled in the center there. And oh man, this match is very, very good so far. I must admit, I've tried to VOD a couple this week already, and they just ended up being very lackluster. But this one here is right on the money. Hopefully they can keep up this level of intensity here. We've actually got triple ref for Tuma, so he's only got 4 harvesters there. That's not a very good ratio. He'd want to put some more harvesters down there. He's going to move his center field, not his center field, his main field harvesters and sell off. Another flame tank coming out there. No Scorpion Dozers. Scorpion Dozer, Dozer Blade Scorpions, none of them being upgraded. He's not vanilla, by the way. He's not Black Hand. You think with all the flame tanks he might have wanted to have been Black Hand. He's actually got 2 flames, two flame. Oh man, what am I doing? But those flame tanks are going to easily decimate these disintegrator squads there. They may be able to snipe one of the flame tanks, but all those disintegrators getting cleaned up, and that one Seeker tank is not going to be no match for that flame tank. More flame tanks coming out now. Look at the flame there. Even that Seeker tank just getting milked to pieces. Actually, gunwalkers, where did they come from? They must have flanked around somehow at the middle center field here, and Tuma is massing an infantry army here. He's probably going for upgrades. He is going for upgrades, and he's going to launch a really significant push very, very soon. As soon as those upgrades are done, he's going to build as much infantry as he can, and then launch that attack once the upgrades are done. But these flame tanks here are taking no damage from these gunwalkers, and those gunwalkers are like, oh, hang on a second. It's probably not a good idea to stay there, so they'll leave. He's got one harvester left on that field there, just cleaning up a little bit of Tiberium there, but the rest have been moved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got 3 and 7. He's got wicked economy, and here comes the push. He has not quite got all the upgrades. He's got one of the upgrades. He needs to get the other upgrade as well, which is it's probably not going to take too long. I'm not sure which one it is. It's probably they're both 30-second ones. Oh, cultists! There's a cultist squad there, and they managed to steal themselves a scorpion tank. But really, what can these cultist squads steal? There's only a couple of scorpion tanks, and they're not going to do anything. It's this infantry cloud. I mean, they can crush, but they'll probably go down super fast. Cultist squad standing by for Unleashed. He's in all sorts of trouble. He hasn't really got that much down here, does he? Oh man, he's got his stasis chamber. Maybe go for a temporal wormhole. He's just sniping off these scorpion tanks, which is going to help him a little bit. He needs to counter this infantry push by Tuma. Tuma can definitely win the game here. If he perhaps micros Riot, it depends how well Unleashed responds to that. But no, he's going to pull back. So was that smart? There was only 2 buzzer hives. I thought perhaps he could have taken that. He's got to be wary of the buzzer support power call in, which Unleashed is no doubt going to call in if he has not already called in. He's actually got a tech center up, so as long as he can delay this push, he can get down maybe a storm column or something like that, or get out a mechapede or something that's going to be really heavy anti-infantry. He's probably going for a prodigy actually, and here we go. He's realized he can totally take those guys out, and all that gunwalker gets off a nice crush there. Oh no, those two flame tanks got mind controlled. Oh, he's actually going to force fire on one of them and destroy them. No, he stops. That's not good. What was that? Oh, Catalyst takes out all of Unleashed's economy. Oh, he's not going to be happy about that. And these flame tanks being used against Tuma. Oh, that's a rad move. We could see those 2 flame tanks came in from the bottom of the field, but they ran right into Cultists, and Unleashed captured both of them. He's got 1 Scorpion tank heading to the middle there. Looks like Tuma spent all his money on his tech instead of building more units out. So once his attack force is down, he's in all sorts of trouble. Is the Prodigy out? The Prodigy is out. Oh, Unleashed. Once he gets that out, he's just menacing. But yeah, he's taken quite a while to get to his tech in this game here. His economy is in serious trouble here. I'm not sure what he's going to do about that. Tuma should probably have expanded by now. He's actually laser fielded up his MCV. Maybe he's going to expand with an emissary. Maybe he could just move to the edge and build across. Because look at all that blue Tiberium, man. He's almost out of Tiberium. He's got to expand very soon. I don't know what he's building. He's going for a Redeemer and an Air Tower and Venoms. Oh man, that's going to be nice. He's actually got Scorpion tanks back here. I did not see that. He has got some Scorpion tanks. He could probably sell off some of these static defenses. He could probably just group some harvesters and send them to the blue field, because Unleashed is now being allowed. Oh no, what's he doing? He's got 1 ref up here. That was his starting ref, and all these harvesters. Oh, what is that? What? No, what happened then? Oh man. I could see the screen shaking. I'm like, that sounds like a Tib Vane, and it looks like Unleashed's Prodigy is down. He actually went in, captured the Tib Chem plant, and used the Tib Vane on Tuma. That's got to be embarrassing for Tuma. I just have to point that out now. That was a wicked move by Unleashed, but very embarrassing for Tuma to have that kind of support power, those 1-clicking support powers used back on him, and that has got to hurt. A lot of his harvesters are very badly damaged there. Probably didn't do as much damage as he would have liked. He's actually repairing these refineries. I'm not sure why, because there's hardly any Tiberium there. He could just sell them and get money instead of spending money repairing them. Tuma, you got to think about what you're doing now, because it's late game and this is where people make mistakes. And it looks like he's actually got laser scorps. He's got laser capacitors without dozer blades, so that's interesting. His Scorpion tank's going to be pretty powerful. He's actually going to pull them back for repairs, and he's putting all flame units inside the Redeemer. So Tuma here, he's going for an emissary now, but it's a little bit late. This is what I was talking about. Late game plans by people, they just don't seem to have them sometimes. He should have definitely have expanded somewhere, because he's got 0 Tiberium. He had all the time in the world to expand, all the map control, and it looks like Unleashed has he looks like he's recovered 1 extractor, but he was obviously set behind so bad. He's got a bunch of Cultist squads. He hasn't really got anything to stop this Redeemer here. I'm not sure how he's going to stop that. Tuma needs to do something about this economy state. Tuma, manage your economy, buddy. And he's got 1 Vertigo Bomber, building another one. There looks like there's some laser venoms here, and that's going to absolutely end those, those Cultists. He probably should pull them to the middle, because that's what they need. He's actually got the outpost unpacking there, so he could have just moved his colony a little bit further and built over the rift. Tuma, what's going on? Anyway, it looks like he's going to clean up this base, that dual flame Redeemer is just going to be devastating. He cannot mind control that. And there's a stealth tank. There's a stealth tank there. How do you get that stealth tank? He must have used the Prodigy. Yeah, he got a Prodigy again, so obviously Tuma built a stealth tank to try to get into his field, and he just mind controlled it. And oh man, this is going to be problems. Here come the Venoms, and the Cultists cannot. And the Buzzers are even attacking the Cultists because they're a rage gen. The Cultists cannot capture air units, and that is critical. If you want to counter Cultists, it's usually Hammerhead is a good idea. He's going to bomb the Stasis Chamber. That is going to disallow the use of the Temporal Wormhole or the Stasis Wormhole, whatever the hell it's called. One Vertigo does go down though. The Tech Center is down, and Unleash is in all sorts of trouble despite fighting valiantly. His Prodigy is taking damage. Oh man, that was a pretty intense game here. Tuma does have the center expansion up here, but I think Unleash, I don't think he can hold on here. He just can't stop this Redeemer. He's got it down to half health amazingly with just one Storm Column there. That's nice. And the Prodigy is coming in and mind controlling everything it can. There is one Photon Cannon there. Unleash is holding on, but he's just lost his drone platform. He's got only a barracks. The barracks is his only production structure. He's got a few support powers from his nerve center, but look at that, the Prodigy just got cleaned, and I think those Venoms are just going to sacrifice themselves to the AA. Oh no, the power goes down, so two of them are going to live, and oh, Unleash goes down. Man, what an intense game. That went, oh, that was all over the place. That was wicked. I was waiting for a game like that to happen, because the last couple I tried to VOD, I just quit halfway through, but that was much better. Oh man, definitely heading over and wubbing that. That was a very good play by Tuma. Played a lot better than what I normally see him play. And Unleashed, obviously, just as devastating with his Travel 59 as ever, but unfortunately in this case, Tuma just got a real handle on him. And yeah, the better player deserved to win in that game there. So let's have a look at the stats. 14 minutes, 40 seconds, 107,000 to Tuma compared to 96,000. So Unleashed wasn't really very far behind. He was only about $10,000, $11,000 behind, which is not much considering he went for 14 minutes or almost 15 minutes. You know, less than 10,000 or just about 10,000 isn't that much of a difference. Tuma had a slightly better kill-death ratio, units lost, units killed, blah, 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 blah. What do we got here? Structures traded, obviously Tuma getting a lot more there. Structures destroyed, Tuma actually got 17 structures. Maybe Unleashed should have been selling off a little bit more there, but a lot of flame tanks there and a lot of wicked tactics by both players. That was an intense game. We can see that Unleashed, oh look at that, Unleashed is the red line by the way. They were level up until about the 5-minute mark, and Unleashed got a little bit ahead, and then he was a little bit of lapse here. That's surprising considering he lost a refinery. I guess the spikes really held him for a little bit there, but then Tuma obviously getting back on top with a nice expansion. Look at the lead there, that's where he probably hit him with the dual catalyst, and it may have been a very much longer game if he hadn't have done that, because Unleashed was really pumping at that stage in the game. So well done to both players there. That was a wicked fight. Anyway, head on over and download the replay if you want to see it for yourselves. And don't forget to wub it if you believe it deserves a wub. Don't let people force you into wubbing their games. Alright, that's wrong, that's bad. Alright, anyway, I'll see you all next time.